This is where every elite swimmer wants to go next summer and compete in the Olympic Games. Kathleen Baker and Hali Flickinger, they're each looking to make their second Olympic appearances, and they will be here joining us live on Deck Pass Live, presented by Xfinity at the TYR Pro Swim Series in Greensboro, North Carolina. Hi, swimming fans. I am Jeff Cummings.
And I'm Kaitlin Sandeno.
And we are getting close to the Olympic trials. Can you believe it?
I mean, I'm not counting or anything, Jeff, but it might be 226 days away from Omaha.
I think we're not the only ones who are counting that down. And yes, you actually swam at Michigan, where they had that clock counting down every day to the Olympics.
Huge countdown clock. Every day that we walked in, it was on this massive scoreboard, and it was just right there, just the countdown, and it went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, but every day you're like, another one? Can it get any faster? Let's get that going.
After the 9 grand workouts, yes,
yeah,
I wanted that countdown to go much quicker.
Well, I think a lot of people here are ready for the Olympic trials. All the people who have already made Olympic teams, they're ready to go back to the Olympics. And we got a lot of people who are looking to make their first Olympic teams. That's a big deal.
It is.
And a lot of upstarts who are looking to take down some of the established veterans. It's a lot of fun to see the preparations in here, 7 months away from Omaha.
Yeah, most definitely. At the same time, though, you don't want to stress out too much. You know, you want to enjoy the journey. Just keep on doing what you already know what you're doing, you know, and more than anything, just don't overthink it. Let your coaches do the thinking. Let the athlete just enjoy the moment, get the hard work. I think the most important thing is just to stay healthy.
Right.
Stay confident, stay healthy, you know, make sure we're not missing any training time, and just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, and you went to 2 Olympics.
Did.
So obviously both Olympic trials were different for you in 2000, 2004. Yes. But when you are 7 months out, what changes for you physically or mentally? Yeah,
you know, my first Olympic trials, I was 17 years old, and I had only made my first my first international team the year before when I was 16. So it was really, I was very naive. I was very oblivious, I guess you could say. And like I just said, like, don't overthink it, because I definitely wasn't at that age. I was just going through the motions and listening to my coaches, and I think they were more nervous than I was. And again, it's just having that confidence that it's just another swim meet. And I don't mean to talk it down, because obviously it's a very big deal, but when you start thinking it's the trials, I have to make it to make the Olympics, then you're going to get in your head too much, right? So it's another swim meet. It's eight lanes. Try to get into one of those at finals, and then it's up for anybody. And then 2004 was just a different situation for me. You know, I had gone through a lot of adversity, a lot of injuries, a lot of illnesses between 2000 and 2004. So for me, I was just grateful to have the opportunity to maybe give it one more go. I wasn't sure if it was going to happen or not for me, but it is. It's the time to lock in. There's no messing around. You know, you just dial in a little bit more. You're just trying to eat a little bit more healthier. You get a little bit more sleep. Just, you know, hitting that weights a little bit harder. You just want to give it everything you got, because you don't know if it's going to be your only opportunity or not.
Right, and of course, not looking too far ahead, but really enjoying the process, because it can go by so quickly. You look back and it's like, where did the time go?
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, we're talking about it right now, but there's still like 9 more meets before we even get there, at least, you know, so there's a lot to do between now and then.
Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people here are thinking about, is whatever happens here at this meet, it's just really the beginning of the season. A lot of these people are just in a couple of months into hard training after World Championships, Nationals, all those international meets where Team USA did so well.
Right.
And we're going to be talking to a couple of those swimmers who did very well at the World Championships last summer in Gwangju, South Korea. Kathleen Baker and Hali Flickinger. We're going to talk about our first guest right now. She's the former world record holder in the 100 backstroke. Kathleen Baker is definitely one of our brightest stars, has been for many years, and we're excited to have her join us right now on Deck Pass Live, presented by Xfinity. And Kathleen Baker, it is so great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Well, you are back in your home turf. You used to swim here all the time in Greensboro. How does it feel to be back?
It's actually so weird. Like, I'm staying in my own bed at home, which I haven't done like since I was like 14 or 15, and my mom's cooking me dinner, and my dad has breakfast ready for me, and I feel like I'm like this little age group swimmer again. So it's just been really enjoyable to have my extended family here too, my grandma, aunts and uncles.
I saw your grandma last night in the stands with you. That's so special.
It's been really, really great for them to get to see me swim, because a lot of meets I'm going to like Gwangju, South Korea. Not everyone's going to come watch me there, so it's really, really great to have them. And I've had teachers come, my friends, and so it's been really, really fun.
So you obviously have an amazing experience being back at home, but now you call San Diego home. How is San Diego treating you?
I'm loving it. I mean, I complain about how cold it's gotten now, but California's made me a little weak.
I know,
but
girl,
I'm really
I know.
enjoying it. We're in super, super hard training right now, and I'm really proud of the block that Team Elite has really put in October, and we've really worked hard together. I'm proud of our little mid-D group who's grinding away, and I'm excited to see what we can all do this year.
Very interesting. So you're training in the middle distance group right now?
Yeah, I pretty much am always in middle distance. I get maybe a couple days where I get to do a round of sprint and take out a round of mid-D because I do swim the 100 back.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking is a 100 backstroke world record holder doing the middle distance group.
Yeah, so I mean, mid-D really helps my 100 back anyways. When I broke the world record, I pretty much did mid-D that whole summer, and it really works for me. I'm always going to have that speed because I'm excited to get out there racing, so it's just making sure I have the endurance to come home too.
Right. Well, speaking of your world record, let's take a look back down memory lane.
Yes, summer 2018 in Irvine. I think everybody was looking forward to having you put up a good race. Obviously, it was a lot of pressure. So you had to make, the team, world championship team from this race.
Now, when you're in, so if you're,
Let's hear Paul.
It's Baker. Reagan Schmitt trying, so is Smoliga. Is Baker going to hang on? She is. Kathleen Baker to win it. A world record
Now, does that ever get old watching that?
No, I mean, I'm so proud of that, and I'm so excited for the 100 backstroke because I actually think that world record's going to be pretty fast as it keeps going. I mean,
so we got to point this out. You're a little close to the lane line. Do people tell you that all the time about
every
this race?
time I swim, everyone's like, "You're about to hit the lane line," but I actually try to be on the lane line so that I can see where I'm at outside.
Okay.
So that was part of the plan.
Yeah, I would like to be a little farther than I was. I almost hit my face doing a flip turn, but I use it sort of just as a guide, as a little peripheral there. And I actually train on a lane rope when I do pace in practice. That's the lane rope I train on. So I'm trying to get better at being straight and things like that, and it's obviously much easier inside.
I was going to say, it only happens outside for you, right?
Well, that's got to be a relief. So you were there when Reagan Schmitt broke the world record in Guangzhou. Talk to us through what that did to you going into now with the Olympic season in terms of motivating you to, in your 100 backstroke now.
Yeah, I mean, it was actually so incredible. I mean, her 200 back just like blew my mind. I was like shook by someone who could even go that quick. And then stroke, and I was like, I think she's going to go at 50. Cool to see that, and I think all of us are really pushing and I hope that I can do the same for Reagan, and now sort of get down to 50. And I had coming back this year, my 2 back that
Easy.
back and getting my groove back.
Hearing that's amazing.
The fastest I've actually ever been in racing, and to keep.
It's a very, very cool.
And it really did when you're in hard you to swim so
race from this. So I think just swimmer, I love putting it on the line and a swimmer 200 back. The endurance to accelerate.
Yes.
A good race strategy, and I feel like there's some improvement. I think I'm going to go to Knoxville in January, and that'll be my next long course meet. So I'm looking forward to doing some more backstrokes and maybe getting a 2IM in and working on that freestyle too. So
I was gonna say,
yeah, everybody in that when they get to Olympic trials, they always see, do I want to put that 100 or 200 freestyle in there? Because
Get in the mix.
obviously, if you get top 6, you can go.
Yeah, I just am trying to get better at it in the IM. Freestyle is actually my weakest stroke. So I'm really trying to get that last 50 coming home in the 2IM a little bit quicker.
Yeah, because as I say, you have a very impressive 200 IM too, so we can't forget about that, right? So we keep talking about backstroke, but you definitely put up a really solid 200 IM. Great in Irvine. And For me, it's like, go for it. Do that 2 a.m. You got it.
2 a.m. is my favorite race. I always joke that like I'm so excited to dive in the water rather than like do a backstroke start. It's just like nothing. You're already going in, so you can't mess up too much. So I always like a little bit of a change up.
All right, so a lot of swim talk, but let's break it down. How's Bubbles doing?
He's so cute. I get so heartbroken every time I leave him, and I'm only gone for like a week this time.
Bubbles her cat, just
yes,
so everybody
Bubbles
knows.
is my cat.
Adorable cat if you haven't seen her on social media.
With Worlds and training camp, I didn't see him for 2 months, and I came home and he was huge.
Oh, cat sitters can really overfeed. They're like, they don't want the cat to be sad or hungry. They overdo it all the time.
I'm a little guilty on giving too many treats too. So
I'm sure when you got back, you're like, Mommy missed you. Here, you have all you want.
Don't forget about me.
Well, I'm sure Bubbles is kind of sad you're not there, but then you actually going to be here a little bit longer. You got a wedding to go to tomorrow.
Yeah, headed to a wedding tomorrow with a family friend. I'm so happy I get to go because I probably wouldn't have been able to fly across the country for a Saturday wedding. But since I'm in Greensboro competing, I get to go celebrate. My whole family's there. My sister's in the wedding. So it's just really fun to be able to reconnect in the middle of the year and have an excuse to come home.
That is great.
Oh, it's
So
always such a
happy to-
pleasure to hang out with you. Wishing you all the best.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, Kathleen.
Thanks.
Well, Kathleen was not just the only superstar swimmer we had tonight. We had a lot of great races, as we said, established veterans and newcomers really taking over the field here. And we're going to start with the 200 freestyles, and obviously the big star is the reigning 200 freestyle Olympic champion, Katie Ledecky right there. And no surprise, she won the race there, but what I liked is that race for second, Allison Schmitt at the top and Simone Manuel at the bottom, really racing it to the wall, and Simone Manuel got in there second. I think she's really upping her game in the 200 freestyle just in time for Olympic trials. See if she can get on that relay, and that would be really good to see Simone being able to branch out there. And then, as we said, one of the newcomers, Luca Orlando, took it to the field. There he is second from the bottom, the 200 free. Zane Grothi tried to take it to him at the finish, but Luca got in there with a 150 point. Great swim for this time of year. I tell you, Luca Orlando is going to be a force to reckon with. Well, sorry, 148 in the 200 free. Luca is going to be a force to be reckoned with the Olympic trials.
So 200 backstroke. All eyes, I think, were curious what Ryan Lochte would be doing just like 10 minutes after he did the 200 freestyle. But right from the beginning, you saw Jacob Pedley took it out really fast. But it was actually Christopher Reed that had a tremendous second 100. He was really happy with the way that he finished that race. He was happy with the time. South African swimmer, but it was a standout at Alabama, and now he's at Wolfpack and put down a good time today that he was pleased with.
And then one of the big stars of the women's 400 IM.
400 IM, I mean, that 400 IM it's stacked. And I've been so impressed with Allie McHugh. She had a fabulous summer at Stanford. And then, I mean, that was a very competitive field. But, like, can we talk about Hali Flickinger, who swam not one, not two, but 3 events tonight. And then Katie getting third. And, you know, Allie is just so impressive right now. I just feel like this is such a race where it could be up for anybody.
Yep. And then that men's race, 400 IM. Jay Litherland on cruise control here, going a very smooth and easy 420 there to get easily first place in that 400 IM. Jay is going to be a force to be reckoned with, not just Olympic trials in this 400 IM, but he was in that silver medal position in the Worlds, and he's going to be going for a podium position at the Olympics next year. I really think he could do it. He and Chase Kalish can hopefully go 1-2 for the Olympics in the 400 IM next year. That would be really impressive to see.
I always enjoy watching Jay's 400 IM. I just feel like he looks so cool, calm, collective in the whole race, and he's just an amazing person all around, so it's always fun to cheer for Jay.
I know, it's so funny. I always think of him as a California boy, but he grew up in Georgia. He's got that California vibe. He's like, whatever, you know. I think he's really cool. But it's really cool to see all these up-and-comers and veterans just really taking the field, just shaking the cobwebs off from all the training and just race out there and just see what happens.
I think that's a reoccurring theme. It just feels good to get back out there. Haven't really trained a lot of long course yet, getting back into the swing of things. And I just feel like the aura and the energy around here is just really upbeat. Like, people are excited. And you just heard from Kathleen, very encouraging. I mean, here she is talking about her competition and how she's inspired by her and she's motivated by her and she was excited for her. And to me, that's just so refreshing.
Right. Well, we talked about Ryan Lochte doing 2 races in 10 minutes. Let's talk about somebody who did 3 races. Oh, sorry. Before we talk about that, one of the things I'm really excited about is just in a couple weeks, Golden Goggles. The big awards for swimming.
The Golden Goggles. Yeah, you talked about California. We're going to go back to California. This year it'll be in LA. This will be the 6th 15th golden goggle. And for me, I love seeing how our athletes transition from the competitor behind the block, and you see them on the deck, and then they get all decked out, and it's almost like you can't even recognize them.
I know.
They just look so beautiful and
so wonderful.
just so strong, and it's just an amazing event. And all the proceeds go to USA Swimming Foundation, which is just an amazing cause. Look at Lily.
That is not Lily King.
Yeah, she looks beautiful.
Wow.
She looks so beautiful, and it's just this amazing opportunity that is available for you. So you can go get your tickets at usaswimming.org. I have been to probably 10 of these, and I tell you, it's just always such a wonderful evening. There's a silent auction, and you get to see all these athletes and to celebrate them, and just really supports a great cause.
Yeah, and I think all the athletes love coming together again, and just kind of just having a night for themselves, and just kind of just seeing themselves away from the pool.
Yes.
That's going to be a really fun time.
Yeah,
and you're going to be hosting red carpet interviews.
Yes, I'll be doing red carpet interviews with Cullen Jones. I always really, really enjoy it, but
That's
I'm not
fun.
joking you. Sometimes they come by and I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so different. Somebody help me with the name. And, oh, yep, got it.
Yeah,
So I got to stay on my toes at that event.
Yeah,
definitely.
you're going to be working hard. Speaking of somebody who works hard in the pool.
Oh my gosh.
3 races in 50 minutes. That is absolutely amazing. This one right here, Hali Flickinger, she races so many times at every meet, and it just goes to show how much of a hard worker she is. She has been the top woman in the United States in the 200 butterfly since the Rio Olympics. And she joins us right now on Deck Pass Live. Hali, it's so good to see you.
Hi, good to see you. You don't even seem tired.
I know, it looks like you could just get right back up and do it again.
I'm not sure about that, but no, it was fun. It was fun.
Amazing. And you capped it off with probably the best race of the night, the 400 IM, getting second place.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously you knew people like Katie Ledecky were out there, and I was watching that last 50. I mean, for somebody who had done the 200 backstroke and the 200 freestyle already, you had the legs of someone who was fresh and tapered.
I think I knew that it was my last one, so I was just like,
give it.
what the heck? So I just went, and Bob really told me to just go for it. So I did. I tried my best. So it was
Now,
fun.
was this your idea or Bob's idea? You know, I swam with Bob too.
Yes.
So I want to know who was like, oh, some 3 of them. Was that you?
So I did it last year.
Okay.
And I think since I've done it then, everyone's just like,
Do it.
What the heck? Do it again. And I'm like, okay, well, so I think I'm stuck.
All right, so we should let our viewers know when you talk about Bob, you mean Bob Bowman, who is your new coach now. You moved all the way pretty much across the country to Arizona State University. How long have you been there?
So I've officially moved there after the first ISL meet, so about second week in October. I went out there and I tried it for about 3 weeks after Worlds, and yeah, it's my new home.
What did you like about the team out there?
I love being outside. I've never swam outside in my entire life, and it's really a game changer, and I never really understood how much change is needed until I got older, and I'm in love with it. I really am in love with it.
And it's really hard to stay in love with the sport at this age, and having had so much experience, because you kind of can get into that point where you feel like it's a job, it's a duty, and you miss all the fun parts of it.
Yeah, for sure. And the higher I climb, the harder it gets, and the more pressure I have, and I felt so stuck, and I just needed a change to kind of change what was happening in my head, to kind of take the pressure off of it a little bit. So I'm so excited. It's a huge change, but I love it so much.
Just wear lots of sunscreen.
Yes,
do that.
Yes, I do. I never knew that I would be spending so much money on sunscreen.
Yes.
Someone want to sponsor me?
I was going to say, she needs to get a sponsorship. Sunblock. Anybody. Sunblock. Somebody.
Yeah. Well, that's really great. Obviously, Bob Bowman knows a little bit about training 200 butterflyers, so I think you're in good hands. That must be really cool.
For sure.
So we talked about the Golden Goggles right before you came on the show, and you're nominated this year for Breakout Performer. How exciting are you? Excited are you?
It's so exciting. I'm so honored. It's so cool. Especially I feel like the older I get, the better I'm getting, and it's just so cool to have people like see it and recognize it. So I'm very honored and excited.
Well, I think you've been breaking out slowly but sure, as you said, as you've gotten older. Last year at Pan Pacs was a really big year for you. You got a gold medal at the Pan Pacs in the 200 butterfly. Your first senior level international gold medal. And we're going to take a look at it right here. I mean, you were just so much in control in that race. It just looked so easy. And this was coming off your great nationals where you broke Mary T. Maher's big time record. What was it like for you to be on the top of that podium, get that gold medal?
It was very special, and I just felt like hard work was finally paying off. Like I said, the older I get, the more I feel like my hard work is showing, and it's a great feeling. It's really, really great.
What I'm always so impressed watching your 200 butterfly, because as we all know, such a grueling race.
Yes.
You always look so at ease and comfortable, and like you make it look easy. It's absolutely beautiful to watch your 200 butterfly.
Thank you. A lot of people say that. I'm like, if only you knew. If only you knew. But yeah, that's so nice. Thank you.
Of course. So we started the show talking about, we're only 7.5 months away from the Olympic trials. What is your mindset like at this moment, and kind of talk us through what these next few months will be like for you?
Since I'm going through a huge change, I'm just taking it all in. I know I'm in great hands with Bob.
Yes.
I know he's gonna do. I sat in his office. He knows what I want and what our goals are together, and I'm just enjoying the process and knowing that he's gonna get me there.
That's
so
great.
Honestly, I'm really just taking it day by day.
Perfect.
And really just soaking it all in, literally soaking it on. But yes, and it's exactly what I need, especially with the amount of pressure that comes with Olympic year. Really, it's just day by day at this point.
And having Allison Schmitt by your side, I'm sure that's just like comic relief, and you guys can just really laugh and enjoy the moment together. So I think that's probably very special and something that's probably appealing for you being there, right?
Yes, it was one of the reasons why I chose ASU is because
amazing.
Allison, I was teammates with her when I was a freshman in college. And former Bulldog. So I just love being in the presence of Allison, and being able to call her my teammate again is so special. So special.
Well, Allison, as we know, had a lot of setbacks after Rio, and now is coming back at swimming really well. You kind of had, I guess we can call it a little bit of a setback last summer at the World Championships. I think a lot of people were expecting you to be on the top of that medal podium in the 200 butterfly. And we're going to take a look at that race right here. You were actually the top qualifier out of semis. You and Brooke Forty were right there. Did you know on your left side there that Coppice was right there?
I actually didn't. That race I learned more than I ever have. There she is!
Right, we had a little Allison Schmitt photo about there.
Sorry, this is what just happened. You have to come in now. We were just talking about you. Sorry to all our viewers out there, but it's Allison Schmitt. I mean, come on. She's asking if it's dinner time yet. They're hungry.
Yeah, swimmers are always hungry.
Where are you guys going to dinner?
Probably Whole Foods.
I'm a huge Whole Foods fan too.
Yes.
Do you guys go there a lot in Arizona?
Yeah, they just built one in Tempe.
Really close to the pool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So reunited. Are you so excited?
Yeah.
You're like the Bopsy twins.
Yeah. It's been great. It's been so fun. I said.
Well, I think we should let them go to dinner.
I think we
wanna
should.
talk to
800
Eli.
meters of racing. I think she deserves a lot of food.
I know.
Calories.
Seriously, get her started. And also swimming to you tonight as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got to
Yes.
sit next to Bob during your race. He's happy with that swim. Both of you, very impressive. I know. She needs to rest. You need to get some food. What an impressive night. Great swimming. Keep it up to both of you.
Yeah, we're
definitely
looking
rooting
forward to
for you
seeing how
both.
this all pans out in the next 7 months for both of you. It's going to be really fun to watch.
Oh, thank you.
We get to get together.
That's going to be. No, hey, we love when
This is a
people
very serious
come
show,
in
Allison,
and take
stop
over
it.
the show. Yeah. One day we're just going to have you take over the show. We'll step back and you can do it all.
Oh, God. And now Irby's coming by. Everybody's going to be here.
It's just a party here on deck at the TYR Pro Swim Series. So here's what we got going on tomorrow. We got the 800 freestyle, 100 backstroke, 200 breast, 100 fly, 200 IM, and we're going to close it out with the splash and dash, the 50 freestyle. I think I'm excited to see this 50 freestyle. Simone Manuel, the reigning world champion.
Yes.
And just any 50 freestyle is fun for me. But, what I really want to see is how Andrew Wilson does in the men's 200 breaststroke. He's become the top male swimmer in the breaststrokes,
Very dominant.
100 and 200. He had a great world championships last summer, and I really want to see how he progresses from that to see how he does, because it's going to be epic 200 breaststroke final at the Olympic trials. And if Andrew can really step up and really be the guy, that'll, I think, leapfrog into the Olympic Games, where really the 200 breasts, I think, across the world is still pretty much wide open.
Nobody ever says this, but I'm excited to see the 800 freestyle. And with 800, our distance swimmers don't get enough love.
Yeah,
we have
yeah.
amazing distance swimmers that are with us, and I love the 200 IM. I love watching the 200 IM, and for our show, you just never know who's going to crash. So I'm excited for the show. I'm excited for our guests. We have Ella Easton and Jack
Saunderson.
Saunderson, yes, thank you. So it'd be fun to talk to somebody that I'm not very familiar with, and then Ella, who I've known since she's like 9 years old. So make sure to come back and watch us tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're going to talk with the host of USA Swimming's Kick Set podcast as well. We're going to talk about how he's came across that idea and what he's been doing with that. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow. We're going to be on at 7:45 p.m. Eastern. Don't want to miss it on usaswimming.org. So thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.